Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Mimi's Abundant Life. I went back to my original YouTube channel name, and I'm really liking it. So it's just basically the same channel, but I am just so abundantly blessed that I like this name. So I just wanted to go back to my original YouTube name. It's really cold out today. Well, cold for here. It's like 45 degrees. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and I'm out of bread. So last night I made some dough, and I'm gonna be sharing that recipe with you. But we're making no-knead Dutch oven bread today, and I wanted to bring you along with me and show you how I do this. It's very, very simple. It is my go-to bread. It is the very first time I ever made bread, and it's really, really good. And there's a lot of different variations, things that you can add to it to make it special and make it different and just elevate it a little bit, kick it up a notch, as what's his name used to say? Lagasse. But anyway, we're going to get going with this, and at the very end, or maybe in a few minutes, I'm going to give you the recipe with the right ratios. But it's basically salt, water, yeast, and flour. That's it. You want to, if you don't have a Dutch oven, you could use a loaf pan and cover it with foil. Use that for the cover. You're going to need parchment paper. So get yourself some parchment paper. I think I got this at the Dollar Tree, actually. You know, and it lasts a while, but I think it's necessary for this recipe. Okay, you're gonna need your parchment paper. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the dough that I made. Okay, now I made 2 of them, and the reason is, number 1, I wanted to show you what it looks like before and after. And number 2, I think I messed up on the first batch of dough. So I didn't want to take a chance, so I made another batch just in case. So now it looks like I'm going to have 2 loaves of bread. That's fine. It'll freeze. And the best thing to do is to let this rise a minimum 8 hours, and I would say overnight. What I usually do is make it right after dinner, and and then I clean everything up, and it rises overnight. First thing in the morning, like today, is when I usually decide to bake it. So when the dough is put together, you're just going to put it in a bowl, cover it with plastic wrap really well, and I threw like one of these little napkins over it just to keep it warm. And you're going to see how beautiful this dough is. Look at that. It's light, it's airy, and it should be like a little sticky when you first make it. So, and you just mix it together with like a spatula or a wooden spoon. You don't need to knead it. This is a no-knead bread. So I am going to take out a nice generous piece of parchment paper. Okay. And I'm going to take my dough. I'm going to get a spoon because it is a little messy. Hang on. And I'm just going to dump it on here. And then the Dutch oven has to heat for at least 10 to 15 minutes on 450. You're going to need some real heavy-duty pot holders. Please do not take out this pan with Dollar Tree pot holders. You'll be sorry. Oven mitts are better. They'll stay on your hands better. They're safer. I prefer even the silicone ones for this. So while the pan is heating up, well, your Dutch oven or your loaf pan is heating up in the oven is when you can prepare the bread to get baked. So you're going to take your dough. This is just a real, real nice dough. Look at this. Watch this. And you just put it on the parchment paper. Look at that pull. Look at that. This is a real, real good dough. This is so simple that, I haven't baked bread all summer. It was just too warm. So I was going to one of the bakeries up the street from my house, and I was buying it. I don't mind buying it, but I just felt like baking bread today, Okay, so now this is the dough, okay? I am going to just kind of shape it into like a little ball, just a little bit. Try to pull it in a little bit. I'm going to smooth it on the top a little bit. I'm going to score it. Hang on one second. I'm going to wash my hands. So I am going to score this. First, I'm going to get a board to show you guys what I'm doing exactly. So I have a board because I have to put the pan on it, and it is very, very, very hot. So I can't put that on the countertop at all. Okay, so this is my Dutch oven, and it's really hot. I'm just going to pick this up. You bunch it like this by the corners. Okay, very simple. This is very, very simple. Don't make it more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, so you got like a nice little pouch like that. You're going to put it in your Dutch oven. Now I'm going to score it a little bit. Just to get those air pockets out. Okay, and now I'm going to put the cover back on. I'm going to put it back in the oven for 30 minutes with the cover. When 30 minutes is up, I'm going to take the cover off, and then you let it crisp for like another 15 minutes. Depends on how dense of a crust that you want. So I'm going to put this back in the oven. Then I'm going to come back and give you guys a recipe. This is very heavy, okay? But it is so worth it. Okay, so that is one loaf of bread in the oven. And the recipe is very simple. I'm going to give you the ingredients right now, and I will try to remember to put it in the description below. Basically, 3 cups of flour, a half teaspoon of yeast, dry yeast, a teaspoon of salt, 1.5 cups of lukewarm water. You just put it in the bowl. You stir it up well. Make sure it's all cooperated. Don't like beat it up. You're going to kill the yeast. Make sure it's well mixed. And then you're just going to bring it all towards the middle of the bowl. Cover it with plastic wrap. Put a towel or something over it. And let it rise. It should rest on the counter, they say, for 30 minutes to like rise again. And then you're just going to bake it. Put it in the parchment paper. You're going to bake it at 450 for 30 minutes. Take the cover off and let it continue to get crusty for as much as you like. For me, I find that 15 minutes makes it too crusty for my liking. So, yeah. I don't let it crisp up that much without the cover. But this is just a real good, easy bread. I'm going to be back when this bread is done, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Well, folks, welcome back. This is the very first loaf that I did for today. It's very, very hot. I just want to show you what it looks like. It's hot. Okay, real good bread. Have to get the right knife. I'm gonna try to cut it. Don't know. I think it's a little too warm, but I'm just gonna cut an end. I just want to let you know. Show you guys. Hear the crunch? Hear that crust? Now, dependent, this is really hot. Oof. Yikes. I would only do this for you guys. Burn my hands like this. Depending on how you slice this, you can make great grilled cheese with this. This is great if you're having soup and a salad for dinner, or have a piece of this. You could just have a piece. You could slice it thin and toast it, depending on how wide your toaster slots are. This is really, really hot. Okay, so we got it. Hang on, I'm gonna look at that steam. Look at the steam coming out of that. This house smells amazing. You can't imagine. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go wet my hands for a second. Had to kind of cool them off a little bit. But yeah, this is really, really hot right now. Here goes. I'm going to try to take a little piece just for you guys. I guess the smaller the piece, the more it'll, quicker it'll cool off, so. This is really, really good bread. And like I said, don't be intimidated. This is very, very simple. And there's so many different things that you can do with it. Okay, hang on. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Very easy to do. Basic ingredients. I will put the recipe in the description. This is really good. You guys are really going to like this. The steam is still coming out of it. Okay, so one loaf down and one to go. I hope that you will step out of your comfort zone if you've never made bread before and make this no-knead bread. It's really, really good. Okay, so good. If you like this content or you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe so you'll get more of my videos, hit the notification bell, and I upload every day. And there's always an adventure with me. You never know what you're going to get. Really good. Okay, guys. I'm going to go get my second loaf ready for the oven. I hope you have a great day. God bless you.